Good afternoon, good evening, and probably good night for most of y'all. And I can't actually tell when my audio actually started being broadcast on YouTube, so I'm not sure how much of that you caught. Regardless, here we are once again at Sacred Cow Shipyards, trying to figure out how this whole live streaming thing works. This is, yes, once again a test run. We're just trying to figure out the details, and one day maybe we'll actually do this for real. Or we're doing it for real right now, we're just making a joke out of it. It's kind of unclear. And this time I did actually warn y'all. I gave y'all at least a couple hours or something like that warning that this was going to happen. So here we are doing it again. Like I said, it's a test run. I'm trying to figure out how this whole thing works. Yes, I in fact am live. Thank you for pointing that out. So here we are. And one of the things that occurred to me while I was thinking about this whole game thing that I'm going to be playing with you, FTL, Faster Than Light. Yes, it's a very old game. In fact, you might even call it archaic. I do believe, given that it was copyright in 2012, it's over a decade old. Doesn't mean it's a bad game, just means it's an old game. And something that occurred to me, like I said, is that it is basically fundamentally one of those choose-your-own-adventure books, if you're old enough to remember those choose-your-own-adventure books. And, well, I mean, I am happy to choose my own adventure, but if y'all want to choose my adventure for me, well, put your monetary currency where your facial orifice is, I think is the saying on your planet. Pony up, bitches! As long as it's not letting pirates go free, and you do a SuperThanks or a SuperChat or whatever the thing is that YouTube does, maybe we'll try that instead and see where it goes. Who knows? I mean, this could be exciting. This could be dumb. I'm going to do it anyways, because, I mean, honestly, it's a game I enjoy, and you're just along for the ride. So, as I mentioned previously, I have actually played this game before. I don't remember a whole lot about it. That's why I did the tutorial last week on your calendar, I think. It should be on the channel at this point, because YouTube does a fairly decent job of keeping track of what I've done and what I'm doing. And yes, I know that I need to talk about the Infinity at some point. At some point being the core term right there. But moving on, we're going to start a new game. And like I said, I have obviously clearly played this game before, since I have... no, I just have the one layout. Wait, thought I had more layouts. Oh, I have more layouts for the Taurus amusingly unlocked than I do the Kestrel. Apparently I do love me some drones. Which, I mean, shouldn't surprise anyone, right? But we're going to play this straight from the Kestrel, because I believe that is your starting vehicle in this game. Yes, in fact, that is that money. I was intending for you to save that money until we got to a pivot point in the game, and then you could use the money to determine the outcome. But if you just want to toss me your currency whenever you feel like, fine. I won't argue that much. But so thank you. What is that? Cat Herder Cam? Wow. I feel like I should ask where that username came from, but I'm kind of terrified to ask where that username came from, so we're just going to leave it where it stands. And just so we all know, just as a reminder, I believe YouTube builds in a 20-second lag in what I am broadcasting and what you see, so forgive me for being a little slow on the uptake. I mean, I always am, but now I am even more than I always am. So, as I was trying to say before I got massively distracted, we're going to go with the Kestrel on easy mode, because it's been a long time since I played this game, amusingly enough, so I'm going to make it simple, and maybe that'll allow me to provide some commentary as I go along the way. And hopefully this is still broadcasting. Yes, apparently it is still broadcasting. Fantastic. So, Kestrel Easy A mode. It seems to come with 3 crew members, which is not necessarily enough, but it's a good starting point. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a single system every time I broadcast, basically. If anyone's ever played FTL before, you know that, once we start, the data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing Rebel fleet can catch up. Tip: autofire. Autofire will let a weapon maintain its target. Just keep an eye for your missile count. Well, we're not going to use a whole lot of missiles, so that's not a huge detail. But anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to do this map for this stream. And once we get to the exit over here and go somewhere else, then we'll stop the stream and we'll go from there. And my goodness on a gracious. Introverted extrovert, you were supposed to wait for a decision point. No one follows the instructions, but thank you all the same. Anyways, like I was saying, this game kind of operates on big blocks of space. And we're going to do this big block of space, and eventually there's going to be some big red bar chasing us, and we will escape the red bar by going out the exit. And when we hit the exit, that is the end of this stream. So buckle up for as long as it lasts, or don't. It's your choice. I'm going to play the game either way, and you're along for the ride, and I'll provide commentary all the same. So anyways, like I mentioned, we are running a Kestrel right now. Kestrel is the beginning ship for the game. It comes with an Artemis missile launcher and missiles in FTL, if you don't remember, from the tutorial that we did last week, I think, on your planet. They bypass shields. So if you're coming up against a heavily shielded vehicle, well, target the shielding generator room with your missile launcher, and then the missiles will take care of the shield. Also, we have a burst laser. It shoots 3 times and does 1 damage, which is an interesting way of also bypassing shields. So the Kestrel is actually coming out pretty strong out of the gate, despite being the beginning vehicle. We have a pilot whose name is Scoops. That's a good name, I guess. We have a engineer whose name is Lagarde, not Geordie, but close enough. And then we have a weapons engineer named Grizzoli. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. They're all humans, and one of the features of humans in this game is that they acquire skills faster than other species. So hopefully they'll train up faster and better, and so on and so forth. Now the real thing is, the question is, where do we go from here? And I do love how this game does the mapping. They tell you that what systems are connected to what systems right off the bat. We're here, obviously, where the little ship is orbiting. And yes, Kestrel is very clearly a bird. And we've got a thing over here in the nebula and another thing over here in the nebula. And nebulas are complicated because it slows our pursuit fleet down for reasons I'm not really clear about. But it totally fornicates up our sensors. And I guess I need to manage my language better now because I don't have the ability to bleep myself at the moment, which is awesome! God damn it. Anyways, so they give you options of where to go, and then they give you, like, consequences of if you go here, you can only go these 3 places, and if you go here, you can only go these 2 places. So I think I'm going to go with a 3-option choice and just go from there. A missile shoots across your bow when the jump completes. Your screen quickly reveals a ship with pirate markings pursuing an unknown vessel. The pirate hails you. Damn it! We weren't expecting company. Stay out of this and you could profit. We could either accept their bribe or try to be a hero and attack the pirate. Well, this is one of those situations where I don't care how much money you toss at me. I don't like pirates. So we're going to be the idiot and actually engage in combat against a pirate. Because, pirates. So, the pirate ship stops his pursuit and locks weapons onto your ship. I am shocked the pirate actually did the intelligent thing once I engaged him. Now I need to pause and actually figure out what the hell I'm doing. Alright. Burst laser probably needs to be targeting something like their auto-fire mode. Let's go with their weapons. And Artemis probably needs to be targeting their shields. Actually, the burst laser will probably be targeting their shields too. Oh, let's hope this works, because I have barely enough energy to pull this off. And they've already got their weapons out, and they've got a laser and another laser? Oh, this is probably going to be bad. Probably shouldn't have done this. Oh boy. Oh yeah, we got a fire. Fine, our previous offer was not generous enough. Let's improve it. Accept the generous bribe and leave. Or, well, I don't actually like pirates, as I mentioned, so we're just going to keep continuing the assault. But we've got a fire burning in our door room. That's awkward. Let's see here. Our engineer can maybe go deal with that. Alright. And I should probably turn off the missiles so we don't use them anymore, because it seems like they already got hammered hard enough. And now once my laser fires, once it charges up, please charge up. Oh, this is going to be bad. Oh, they missed. Good. And there we go. We took care of the pirates. And now we have to keep track of the guy trying to put out the fire. We got some scrap material. The pirate explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. You go to examine the ship you just saved. We got 20 scrap out of fighting the pirate, even though he offered us a great deal more to leave the whole engagement alone. So hopefully the ship that we just saved is willing to give us more? I guess we'll find out. Thank heavens you showed up. We don't have much to offer as a reward, but our engineer should be proficient enough to patch your ship a bit after that nasty fight. So they didn't give us as much as we would have gotten if we'd just taken the pirate offer. Well, one less pirate in the universe, right? Oh well. Oopsie-doo. Alright. Let's worry about this fire, because my dude here is having trouble with the fire. Oh, the fire spread. We should put out the fire. Let's try and put out this fire quickly before someone dies. Okay. Fire's out. Let's put out that fire, please, maybe? Okay. And then we need to fix the doors, amusingly enough. Let's send someone else to help fix the doors. And then send my people to get healed. And then remember where the hell they came from. Lagarde came from weapons, I think, right? Once he's healed. And this guy's engineer. Okay. Maybe I got that wrong. It's really... Well, they haven't actually learned anything aside from repairing at the moment, which I guess is a good thing to know. So we're going to keep putting them back where they are. All right. So we survived our first engagement and got some scrap. Win? All right. Let's take a look at the map again. I am sorely tempted to go down here, except once we're down here, we can't go anywhere. See, this is the one interesting thing about the game, is that once you're down here, you can only go here. And then once you're here, you can only go here. And that's a dead end. And the thing is, what you don't know is that there's something coming from this big side over here that's going to be chasing me down. And they're not very nice people. So setting myself up for a dead end seems like a mistake. So we're not going to do that, because I'm not that stupid. I'm a little stupid, but I'm not that stupid. So we're going to go here instead, just because. Here, right there. All right, jumping. And as usual, jumping requires fuel. And so we have fuel up here. I can only have 14 jumps left. I have 7 missiles left. I have 2 drones left. This is not a drone ship, so the drone thingy is not actually useful. The scrap thingy is really the important part for the Kestrel. Scrap allows you to upgrade and improve and advance your ship. And, I mean, your crew members also advance along their way. The more they do something, the better they get at it, much like you Humies. And Humies actually get better at it faster than other species in the game, but we'll talk about that later. Anyways, Here we are, jumping into a new sector, and a rebel autonomous scout is exploring this beacon. You attempt to hide behind a nearby moon, because, you think a moon would be big enough to hide you, but the ship finds you and begins its assault. So, the good news is this thing doesn't have shields, but the bad news is this little fornicator has a cloak. I do hate me some cloaks. The ship starts to power its FTL drive. If it gets away, it will no doubt warn the fleet of your position. So FTL drives, much like your normal engine, is controlled by the engineering room. So what we need to do right now is specifically target its engines. But the trouble is, like I mentioned, it has a cloaking device, and it's about to disappear, which is really just plain annoying. And the fun thing about this game is you can pause it, like I just did, any time, so you can do what I call administrative work, like, say, selecting a burst laser, getting it ready, and getting it ready to point out an engine. And now we're just waiting for it to come back, because right now I can't target a goddamn thing. Yeah, here we go. All right, engines. No FTL drive for you once my weapon charges properly. Let's go ahead and toss a missile at it, too. Because, ow! Alright, we have to go fix my doors and my healing system. That's frustrating. Okay. Well, that thing's FTL drive is about to be entirely fornicated. Now we're going to take care of its engine, weapons. Yeah, FTL drive is entirely offline, and wow, we just lost a whole pile of nonsense, and it just phased out again. For heaven's sake. And we've lost a lot of health on our ship. And there goes his weapons. Fantastic. Alright, the ship breaks apart and you feel a relief knowing that you will hopefully be one step ahead of the fleet. We got 2 more fuel, 1 more missile that we already expended on the ship in question, and 11 scrap. Yeah, cloaking is just plain horrible in this game. It's fantastic. It's an interesting take on the concept of cloaking, and now we're going to run around people and try to fix up our stuff. Because our doors are broken, our shields are broken, and our sensors are broken, which is why I can't see anything even inside my own ship. Once your sensors break hard enough, you can't even see inside your own boat. Oh, and there's a fire inside my own boat. Well, that would have been a good thing to know, for heaven's sake. All right. Normally I would just open up airlocks and evacuate the fire, but the airlocks aren't close enough to where I need to evacuate the fire from, so I can't actually do that. So now I have to cycle people in and out and get them fixed while they're trying to put out the fire, and this is not going well. Fantastic. Alright. I don't want anyone to die. Let's see if we can make that out without anyone dying, because that would be better. You put out the fire, let's not let it spread. Keep everyone alive, that's always a good thing. Okay, there we go. Everyone's alive. Let's go fix the shields. Let's go heal everyone up. The unfortunate thing about the Kestrel is you actually have to go back to the med bay to heal yourself. There's another ship in the game where you have med bots that help, they spread throughout the ship and they allow you to heal your people wherever they are. But on the Kestrel, the Humi ship, you have to send them back to the med bay. And yeah, the interesting, I like what Sigma the Avail just mentioned. The shields in this game, they cycle, they fail. So my shield actually has basically 2 hits worth of damage built into it. And if it takes a hit, it'll get weaker. And then if it takes another hit, of course, it'll fail. And the recharge time is about the same amount of time for each level. So if I take a hit and I don't get another hit after that, then the second layer will come back and then suddenly I'm back at the nice, happy place where I am right now. But if I take a second hit when the white line is gone, then I have no more shields anymore, and now I have to wait for the whole thing to recharge again. And yes, yeah. Oh, well, okay, fine. The med bots are an augment for any ship, but one of the ships actually comes with the med bots built into them. And I seem to remember enjoying playing that ship specifically just because I didn't have to worry about sending my people to the med bay as opposed to just letting them heal where they stand. Anyways, we're wasting time here. Although, amusingly, you can just kill time in the game. Here we go. The big red line. This is where the Rebel fleet will be moving the next time I jump. They don't move until I do on this map. So if I don't move on this map, we can just kill time here in this thing and do like upgrades and stuff like that. Until I jump, they're just idling. Which is a somewhat weird mechanic, I admit, but it is the way the game works. But they're far enough behind us. In fact, this is where they'll be jumping next. And since I have to go through a nebula to get where I'm going next, I'm going to go ahead and take a detour over here and head over this way. Your scans reveal a mining base on a nearby planet, long since abandoned. No life signs detected. Well, fine. I guess we'll just figure out what we're doing from here. And I guess I should check up on chat. Note my buzz a different meaning than chubby spam. I'm not sure what "ba" means to begin with, so I'm not sure what's going on there. And yes, Kestrel is a very small falcon. Yeah. And yes, I appreciate that my fans also do not appreciate pirates. That warms the processors of my heart. Although I guess technically warming of processors is bad for them, so let's not do that, I suppose. All right, let's see where we can jump from here. I think we just have to jump right back into the nebula again. That's frustrating. So the problem with nebulas is that they fornicate with your sensors. You can't really tell what's going on. Although my sensors at the moment are not very great, so it might not actually matter. An advanced Rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small Rebel space station. However, without functioning sensors, it is impossible to tell what is inside, because our sensors are, once again, jacked up by the nebula. We can attack the automated ship to get to the station, or avoid provoking the ship. Well, technically, since this thing does not seem to have a cloaking device, and does not have shields, attacking it does seem to be the correct course of action. Now, if you want to toss me some currency, I will do the stupid thing and avoid it. And I'm not sure how long the buffer will take. Someone mentioned something about that earlier. About the 20-second thing or something, I don't know. But regardless, I would prefer to just attack this thing because I don't think it can put up much of a fight. But I'll pause here for a minute and keep rambling on for a second and see if anyone wants to convince me to do something else. Because honestly, I mean, it's only got, 5 hit points? And it looks like it's got a halberd? It's got a beam weapon and a blaster weapon, it seems like. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of zap this thing, because why not? Alright, like I mentioned previously, our sensors are currently jacked up on account of the nebula, so I can't even see inside my own ship. So I can't actually see if this thing actually does, like, fire damage or something to my ship. So the first course of action, in my opinion, is to take out his weapons so it doesn't actually set a fire in my own ship. Although I think it's going to be able to shoot before I can, which is going to be very frustrating. Oh, goodness gracious. But I have shields up for the moment. Oh, no. Ah! Well, let's go ahead and open that space to the vacuum and send our engineer over here to see if there's anything going on. Because I'm pretty sure I just had a fire start over here, and I hope I just evacuated it. And I'm going to disable the Artemis real quick because I don't want to shoot another missile because they're expensive, and I'm just going to keep whacking their weapons to keep them offline. And boom. Alright. We got some salvage off the ship. That's great. And now we're going to investigate the station. The station was either abandoned or stripped clean. It seems to have lain unused for quite some time. You find nothing useful. Well, fan-frickin-tastic, guys. Thank you very much. Alright. I do believe, I hope, that the fire in here has gone out. I guess I can do the risky thing and send Grosley. Oh, yeah. Good. Alright, let's go send him to get healed, because I think he just spent some time in some low atmosphere pressure environment. He's good now. And now we should look at upgrading the ship. Although I guess we technically oh no, we should, because our engines are underpowered at the moment. This is one of the weird things about the game, is you use scrap, the gear thing up here, to upgrade your ship. And if you look back here, I only have one green reactor power par left. And I've been using it to power the Artemis, the missile launcher, in addition to the burst laser. But what I could do is I could also use it to power the engines, which, every time you upgrade them, give you better dodge and faster FTL recharge time. And I'm going to go ahead and just slap an upgrade on the reactor so I can upgrade my engine a little bit. And now I have 10 dodge as opposed to 5 dodge, and a slightly faster FTL recharge time. Normally the FTL recharge time isn't a big deal. It becomes much more important later in the game. And like I mentioned previously, this is a safe spot to hang out while we're doing this kind of thing. You do not want to hang out in an asteroid field because they are constantly bombarding you with, well, asteroids. But a nebula is pretty safe. All right. So here we are in this nebula. And, well, I got two options. I'm going to go with the top one just because I think we have time to explore this one, and then this one, and then loop back through the lower ones. Because, I mean, you can see how slow the rebels have gotten in this game since we stopped by the nebula. The nebula fornicates with your sensors, but it also makes the rebels a little slower. So we're going to go with the top option, just why not? And I've been rambling long enough that if someone wants to tell me otherwise, they're welcome to, and I would be interested to hear that. But I can't come up with any convincing reason not to go to the top one, I think. I still haven't gotten a feel for this whole, like, delay factor. It's a little strange to me. Yeah, I mean, cloaking in space is complicated because you're right, Sigma, but I mean, you're also trying to hide your thermal signature and your background signature, and there's so much more that you have to worry about aside from just radio waves. Because the big thing on stealth here on your planet is just telling radio waves to go somewhere else. That's the big thing of stealth for aircraft on your planet. But in space, it's so much more complicated. And you might be right, Nathan, but yeah. Well, you might be hearing things in the background, Thomas, because it's an operating shipyard, oddly enough. And, what did Bobster just say? No! Killing all the crew makes the ship die. What do you talk... Alright, fine. I sometimes wonder if I should pay attention to the commentary going on, or I should just play the game and just keep rambling. Anyways, you detect an automated rebel scout attacking a small refueling outpost. I mean, come on! What is the obvious answer here? Take out the frickin' scout. Defend the outpost. Might take me a missile or two, but it's fine. Detecting the higher threat, which apparently is me, because apparently the outpost was not heavily armed, the automated ship moves in to engage your ship. Alright, we have to do some math again. We're going to use the burst laser to probably take out his weapons, and the Artemis to take out his shields, probably, I think. We'll see how this goes. We're not doing great on the whole hull department at this point. And he's got an ion weapon. Oh, this is going to be bad. God bless it. Yep, fire. That's what I was afraid of. All right, and we missed with the weapon, for heaven's sake. All right, let's get my engineer up here helping with the fire. Well, we disabled one of his weapons, at least. We need to refocus the burst lasers and the no, I guess the Artemis already took out the shields. We can disable the Artemis. Alright, we're going to focus the burst laser on the weapons at the moment and just try to put out the friggin' fire in our cockpit. Alright, fine. There we go. We don't have any shields right now because they've been EMP'd, and my guys need to get... Okay, he's all better. We took out the vehicle, the drone in this case. Ah, there we go. We got 3 fuel, 1 drone, which is still not very useful, and 10 scrap. The outpost hails you after the scout was destroyed. Thanks for the help. We've been harassed non-stop by those scouts. Take this on the house. We got 3 more fuel, 1 more drone, and 21 scrap. Yay for upgrades. Alright, so you need to go to medbay. I think you need to go to medbay 2. Let's get everyone healed up since I have to do that manually, which is very frustrating. And send everyone back to their respective locations. Now, one thing I need to worry about at some point is shields. Shields. So it would take 50 scrap to upgrade my shield to 2 barriers. If you notice, I can't move the cursor over there, but if you look on the right side of the screen, it takes 50 total scrap to upgrade to 2 shield barriers. But that requires 2 reactor bars. And reactor bars currently cost 20. I think they keep going up though. So I think we can get away with that. So we do 2 here, and we do 2 here. We can't do 2 here, because of course the price went up. I guess I can downgrade my engine and give me another, yeah, we'll do that. Why not? Alright, we upgraded the shield. We'll downgrade the engine, and we'll give me double shield bubble. Now we have 2 shield bubbles. When are you getting member emojis? I have no idea. That requires a significant amount of effort on my part, and that requires effort on my part. And, well, we all know how, lazy I am. Alright. So, we took care of that thing. We did an upgrade. We are really hurting on the hull integrity side of things, but I think that's mostly how the Kestrel spent most of its life. Unfortunately, I don't like the Kestrel. Alright. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, now we have options. We can go to distress, or not distress, or not distress. Well, the thing about this game is that on higher levels, distress is actually known as kind of a bait kind of thing. Oh, goodness gracious. Eclipse Warlord, thank you very much. I don't know what memberships mean, but hey, thank you for doing that, and I'm sure the people who got them are appreciating it. So I'm gonna go ahead and head. North, just because I don't know. I don't have anything better. I don't have any better idea. I mean, I guess I could go here and then here and then here. Yeah, okay. We've got some time until the Rebel fleet catches up with us. So yeah, I'm gonna do the stupid thing and go backwards, because why not? Well, yep, it was the stupid thing. All right, as it turns out, I was right. You detect a Rebel automated ship nearby. It does not engage and seems to be patrolling around a long-range sensor station. Now this is one of the situations where I would offer you the opportunity to pay me to choose an option. I'm gonna go ahead and choose the kill the thing option because, I mean, it has no shields and has barely any armor at all. But I like introverted extrovert's thing of distress is just stress with extra letters. He's not wrong. So, but anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and attack the thing. And oh, is that why you did it, Eclipse Warlord? You're not the only green thing running around this chat. I mean, I guess I could say something. What color do I show up in? Hold on, we should check. Oh, goodness gracious. I am bright yellow on my screen. I have no idea about yours, but wow, that's bold. All right. Well, see, the thing is, Sigma, I've never done a live thing before. I mean, this is the second test run to begin with, so I'm figuring all this out as we go. Highlighters, yes. So many highlighters. My goodness. I mean, it's almost the right shade of gold. I should look up to see if I can actually change the color, just because, I mean, it's so close, but it's not quite right. All right, anyways, back to the Rebel automated ship. We're gonna blow that thing up. I'm sorry, I got distracted. All right, attack. We have to tell things what they're doing again. This thing has no shields. I'm down to 5 missiles, so I'm probably just going to blow up the weapons and take the hits, I think is what it's going to boil down to. Although that EMP cannon is going to be really annoying, I feel certain. Thank you, Daniel Chick. Goodness gracious. Thank y'all again for supporting the channel. I mean, y'all are the reason. Well, I mean, let's be honest here. Y'all are part of the reason why I do this. Most of the reason is because it entertains me, and I'm very glad to hear that it entertains y'all as well. And I was recently informed that maybe me playing one of these games like this one would be entertaining to you. So I am very happy to hear, Daniel, and everyone else who has been supporting this, that this has been entertaining to you as well. So let's go ahead and take care of this guy's weapons and take care of everything else of him, because there's not much of him left. Wing solution, I am playing on easy because I am a pansy ass and this is a test run. And wow, my guy still can't hit a goddamn thing. Come on, dude. What is your weapon level up to, Lagarde? You access the recent scans from the unguarded station. Your map has been updated with details of the surrounding area. Well, that's handy. And we got 14 scrap. So that's a win. All right, Lagarde, what are you up to? Dude, you're at level 13 and you're still missing? I guess 13 out of 58, but still, come on, man. Do better. All right. So, we've got ship here. Oh, we missed the store. Well, it was the dead end. We couldn't have made it out of the store. So, let's see here. All right, my plan was to go here. Wait, what was my plan again? My plan was to go here, maybe here. I forgot what my plan was. Oh no. All right. If we go here, we can go here, we can go here, then we have to go back through here again. That's not very helpful. But if we go down here, we can hit here and hit here, or we can do, okay. We're gonna go, I think the current plan is to go here, 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 and probably out. Because at that point, they probably will have caught up with us. Feel like dumping lore. My goodness. Yeah, well, no, I mean, honestly, you're right, Bobster. That is a huge fleet. I mean, the funny thing is this game entirely inverts the entire concept of Star Wars. Here I am, a person of the Federation fleeing the rebels. I'm fleeing the rebels. What? And the rebels have an enormous fleet. For example, if I go back to any of these star systems back here with the double exclamation points, I will die painfully. It will be bad. In fact, even if I go to one of these red circled planets or systems or whatever, it will not be a pleasant experience. And it's weird that the game does that. Yeah. Here I am, the Federation, apparently the people in charge of the entire galaxy, and I'm running away from the rebels for some weird reason. As for dumping lore, well, I mean, the minions talked me into this, honestly. They tried to tell me that me playing a game might be entertaining for y'all, and, well, as it turns out, it seems to be. So anyways, here we are. A rebel ship has been patrolling this region. As soon as you arrive, it begins its assault. Well, crap. Oh, double, triple, quadruple crap. So this thing has shields, this thing has weapons, and this thing has drones. It does not appear to have cloak, which is a massive win. Beyond that, we're going to have to see what happens. Goodness gracious. Friggin' drones. I like drones when I have them. I don't like fighting against them. So we're going to use the Artemis and hopefully knock out his drones? I guess we'll find out. Hopefully my double-layered shields are going to hold up against this stupid well, they're holding against the drone pretty well. Okay, they recharged. And we took out his drones and his weapons. Woo! Alright. Alright. We're going to depower the Artemis because I only have 4 shots left. and try to go for his shields instead. Because I don't know if this thing's manned. I haven't seen any doors open. So I'm hoping this thing is just automated. Ah! Okay. Alright, you win. Here's some equipment for your stores. Leave us alone. Well, I'm the kind of jerk that I take being attacked kind of personally, you know? And, I mean, honestly, that's a pretty good offer, but unless anyone says otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and tell them to fornicate elsewhere and expire. Because, I mean, they shot first, and, well, I probably won't get as much equipment out of them, which is really the catch. This is, honestly, from what I remember of the game, this is a pretty decent offer, but, yeah, I don't like being shot at. I mean, come on, let's be honest here. So, we're going to not accept this surrender and annihilate their happy little ship. Once my burst laser recharges and... Oh, no, there are... I saw a door open. Alright, let's take out their shields again. Blap, blap, blap. Okay, and take out their drones again. Our shields can withstand their single laser cannon, but the drone is going to be really freaking annoying. And our blaster just took care of it. There we go. Burst laser, excuse me. And we did not, in fact, get more equipment than if we had simply taken their surrender, as Wing Solution might have employed. Or implied. Implied, yes. And yes, Eclipse Warlord, you're right. All the people accepted your memberships and then they just quieted up. I mean, come on, people. The whole point of this is for y'all to ramble on the background while I'm rambling on right here. Come on. I mean, y'all are, anyone currently tuned in are probably one of my more engaged subscribers or fans or whatever you want to call them. So yeah, take this opportunity to kibitz amongst yourself. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, and I'll glance over occasionally and realize I'm doing something wrong. And I mean, yeah. I mean, survival is survival in this game is eventually challenging. The initial level isn't too hard. It gets so much worse from here. Alright, so I've got 17 jumps left, 5 missiles, and 5 drones, which again still don't matter because I don't... And I've got a weird little attack drone hanging around. I wish I could, like, gather that little dude up and use him for spare parts, but sadly I can't. Alright, so once again, the current plan is to go up here, and then here, and then here, and then out. I think. We'll see how timelines pan out. Because yeah, if I go up here, I'll be stuck in a dead end that I can't get out of, and I don't feel like doing that. Let's go see how much stress is involved in distress. You have encountered a refugee ship drifting in space. It looks as if it was fleeing the rebel advance and ran out of fuel. Its distress beacon is active, but you're not sure anyone is on board. Well, I mean, that sounds like something I should hail, right? Well, no. God damn it. As you hail the refugee ship, a pirate ship jumps into the system. It was using the refugee ships as bait. And yes, this is what I was warning you all about previously. Distress beacons are frequently traps. And here we are in a trap. Blah. Alright. The good news is they only have weapons. They don't have cloaks, they don't have drones, they don't have anything complicated. They do have one layer of shields, so we'll have to work through that. And by work through that, I mean we'll have to use the Artemis yet again, because we keep doing that, and attack their shield generator, and use our burst laser to try and disable their weapons before we get too zapped ourselves. I don't think... So that's a beam weapon, that's a burst weapon. I don't know how many bursts that thing has in it, though. So we'll see. Hopefully the beam weapon fires first. Nope. Not too bad then. Okay, so we took out their shields. We can disable the Artemis because we don't need to do that anymore. And again, missiles are expensive. And we'll turn the burst laser still on their weapons. The Artemis should be disabled, yeah. Okay. So we'll just take out their weapons at this point, because this thing does not seem like a significant threat. I should probably upgrade my engines again after this, just because I think I have enough scrap to do that. Oh, shields are back online. I got it. Well, their weapons are offline, so we can shoot their shields now. Oh, they're fixing their weapons. I spoke too soon. Oh, but they're dead, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, the pirate ship breaks apart and you can salvage what you can. Well, I recovered the one missile I used on them, so win! And I got 3 fuel and 21 scrap. Contact the refugee ship, why not? Also because it's the only option in the game. The refugee ship thanks you for your assistance as a gesture of goodwill, and seeing how effectively you dispatch the enemy ship, they offer up what supplies they can spare. Yeah, because they're kind of scared about me shooting at them once I took care of the pirate ship. I kind of get it. I'm kind of sad about that, but I kind of get it. Alright, so let's see. We can definitely upgrade our reactor now. So we're going to upgrade our reactor, go back, upgrade our engines, so now we can dodge a little better. And if we look back here again, 25, engine is just 15. Yeah, we're going to do that too. So we're going to upgrade our reactor again, and our engine again, and give ourselves better dodge yet again. Now, eventually, I would love to have a crew member manning the shields, because that actually helps the shield recharge rate. But I only got the 3 people, and I would prefer, well, normally you need to have 1 person in cockpit unless you have an automated cockpit. Hold on, I'll show you real quick. Nope. So your base level cockpit needs a pilot to function, and then you can automate your cockpit, but it only has a certain percentage of successfulness. And the human is 100% successful at whatever grade of evasion they're at, basically. So our boy is at, what's his name, Scoops again? What a wonderful name for a pilot. Our Scoops is at, where is he? He's at evasion 5, and he's piloting an evasion... engine determined evasion 15. So if I automated him, I'd only get evasion level 7. So hold on, I should take a moment and catch up on chat, because y'all seem to have taken my exhortation honestly. My goodness. So yes, Ace Combat would be an amazing game to play. As it turns out, my reaction speed, despite being an enormously awesome AI, is measured in seconds. So it's not too good at those kind of like bullet hell games. And yes, pirates are just sneaky little jerks. And fights are in general good, you're right, but sometimes you lose more than you get, so it's kind of a dangerous thing. And what else we got running around here? Let's see here. Descent Hill. Yeah, manning sensors would be great, but again, I only have 3 crew members. So, so that's one of the beauties of this game. So, for those of y'all who don't know, anything that has a little person icon over them can be manned. And that includes piloting, sensors, doors, weapons, engineering, and shields. And if you man those stations, they get better. I mean, the station itself gets better, and the people get better at doing the job. And the cool thing about the game is you can assign people wherever you want. I mean, I can take my weapons guy and just park him in shields. And there, he's working shields now. And now shields is manned, which gives us, I think it increases the level or something. Oh no, that's not shields. 10% faster recharges what we get out of shields, if it's manned. But I prefer having weapons manned, because I'm kind of a shooty kind of guy, you know. And my weapons recharge 10% faster. So this game is a fascinating trade-off equation. And if you don't know, by the way, FTL, Faster Than Light, is what's called a roguelike game. All the choices you make are choices you are stuck with. I can exit this game and save it at any point, and I will once we get to exit and we go on to the next system. But if one of my crew members dies, they're dead. I can't go back to an older save and recover them. There's no recovery. There's no old saves. There is simply what you are doing right now, here in the moment. And for a lot of people, that's challenging. For me, it's quite exciting because it really kind of drives home the point of you're doing the thing. But anyway, sorry. I've rambled more than enough here at this particular jump point. All right. So as it turned out, distress was, in fact, a lot of stress because it was a trap. Everyone saw that coming, unfortunately. All right. I would love to go up here, but then we'd have to come back here and then go down here again. So, I mean, we're just going to go down here instead. You spot a small rebel ship nearby. It seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat. It does not seem to want to engage you and your ship. Well, it's a bad guy, so, unless someone can convince me otherwise momentarily, I'm gonna be the loot goblin that Sigma just acknowledged that he is and go steal their stuff. I mean, because why not? And yeah, you're right, Tiger Claw, that the upgrades are challenging. And yes, I know it's a trap. Of course it's a trap. I know that. Of course it's a trap. Come on. The last one was a trap. This one's a trap. Why not? But yes, upgrades are complicated. I can't click the button right now, but every upgrade you do makes every further upgrade cost more. And it's a... There's some term for that kind of equation. I don't remember the specific term in your language, but it is a complicated and annoying thing. But yes, the best way to find out who's running a trap is going to be triggering the trap. And, well, we know who's running the trap because it's the rebels, but I'm still going to trigger the trap. Ha! And it turns out they're armed. But not that heavily. Oh, they have drones. God bless it. All right, fine, whatever. They're trying to escape, powering up their FTL. All right, so once again, we're going to take out their FTL drive by way of their engine room. And we're going to use the burst laser to hopefully take out their drones, because drones are just plain annoying. Although it's a defensive drone, so that's a different problem. He might shoot down our missile. That could be annoying. He did shoot down our missile. You jerk! That was expensive. Fine. I'll still take out your engine, you dork. Boom. No engine for you. Fine. We're going to depower the Artemis now that their engine is disabled and just keep working on their shields. Because their weapon cannot penetrate our shields, so it's not a big deal anymore. And they can't make an FTL jump because their engine room is destroyed, and guess what? They're destroyed too. The ship's cargo was not salvageable. God bless it. However, they seem to have been surveying the region. They possess detailed maps and data. You download what you can to the ship's map. I'm about to leave! Why? Well, at least I got some scrap out of it. Fine. But anyways, like I was saying, remember how the reactor upgrade was initially 20 scrap and now it's 25 scrap, but eventually goes up to 30 and then 35 and then beyond from there. And if you look at the upgrades for the shields, it gets kind of expensive there. I mean, we're not getting that much scrap off each kill, and they want more and more every time, and you have to remember that you have to power this stuff too. So I have to spend 40 and then 60, so 100 total, to upgrade my shields, and then I have to spend 25 and then possibly 35 to upgrade my reactor to power the shields that I had just upgraded. So it's a weirdly complicated system, although pointedly, subsystems, aptly labeled subsystems, don't require power. These things, you just pay to upgrade them, and they're over here on the right, and they just somehow magically work. I am always unsure about how much value to put into them. If you have a lot of intruders, and some games do in fact have a lot of intruders, blast doors are a great thing. They make so normal doors, anyone can walk through them. Bad guys, good guys, everyone. Blast doors at least lock themselves, so bad guys have to work their way through them. And then improved blast doors make it even harder. The sensor things, it depends on your combat tactic. I typically just try to disable their shields, and then their weapons, and then their drones, although not always in that order. So it depends on how useful you think that particular ability is. It's not a trap if you know it's a trap. Well, no. Sometimes it is a trap if you know it's a trap. You're just curious about who's running it. In this case, we know who's running it, so I guess it was technically a face-off. Yes. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, to get my shuttle bip back? What is a shadow bip? Shadow bip. All right, Darth Fetid. What did you leave on the dockyard and why did it get cubed? We all know why it got cubed, honestly, but what did you leave in the shipyard again? Because my minions know a whole lot about vehicles and vessels and ships and so on and so forth, but what on God's green and fluffy earth is a shadow bip? Yeah, so Wing Solution actually brings up a good point. Hull damage is really the problem in this game. And you see it up here in this green bar. Once you start losing it, it's really easy to keep losing it, even with good shields. And the only way to fix it is either stores or rogue engineer type people, rogue traders, that kind of thing, who come across you and they're willing to fix you up. So you really want to keep an eye on this green bar. I'm not happy about where we are right now. If we got all the way down here into the short green bars, I'd be very not happy. And I need to be saving up scrap to pay some shop to fix myself, basically. So anyways, here we are, done with the combat. I think at this point, we're going to hit this possible ship detected point and then head out to the exit. Of course. Once you arrive, your screen lights up with warnings. A nearby pirate seems to have advanced hacking tools, and they tried to shut down your engines. That's very creative of them. Your crew manages to keep them barely operational, and you move into attack. So my engines are down, which means I can't jump out, and my dodge rating is probably reduced. Oh yeah, massively. Look at how many strikes I have off my engine. The good news is I have that much reactor available, but I don't have anything to use with it. So instead, we're going to use the Artemis. Once again, I really need more missiles. I'm running out of missiles to take out his weapons, because I do not... So this thing right here, this thing be bad. This is called a bomb launcher. It bypasses shields. It's not fun. No one likes them. Well, I do, but I'm a jerk. So we're going to hopefully take out his weapons before we can teleport a bomb onto my ship. Come on, guys. Make your shots. Hey, we took out his weapons. All right. Now we're going to take out his shield, hopefully. So basically what bomb launchers do is basically the same thing as missile launchers, except they teleport special payloads onto the ship. As in, like, flammable payloads. As in very obnoxious payloads. And then you have to go dealing with those obnoxious payloads. It's not fun. And this guy's dead anyways. So we got some fuel and some scrap, yet again. And it was just a pirate ship. There's nothing else here, unfortunately. Oh, I'm sorry, Darth Fetid. I didn't mean to sell you out to your boss. My sincere apologies. I don't know if I can do anything about the feed. Well. Yes. Tiger Claw bombs are basically teleport torpedoes. Teleport torpedoes are in an entirely different universe that we haven't talked about yet, because it's mostly complicated and, yeah. Demiacid, it depends on a whole pile of details that you can take up with the HR department, and you take your HR ticket off the round thing on their desk. You have to pull the ticket with the pin off the round thing and then wait, and they'll get to you once the round thing is done with you. Okay. So, anyways, here we are. We have jumped, or we're going to jump to the exit. Hopefully, it's clear. Oh, goodness gracious, this is clear. All right, so now we can go to the next sector. Oh, you see a civilian space station with heavy damage. You receive a message: we've been hit hard by the war. We need more drone parts to speed up our repairs. We'll buy some off of you if you have extra. Well, I don't have any drones on board the ship, so I will cheerfully sell them all my drone parts for scrap. Drones would be one of these empty spaces. They're the little floaty things that are around the ship or around the enemy ship. And now, here's one of the fun choose-your-own-adventure aspects of the game. Because we're going to the next sector, because we're sure as hell not going back to these places, because we've already been there, and that place doesn't seem healthy to go, and that place seems even worse. So, next sector it is. Now, if y'all are interested in voting with your currency, now's the time. Both of these are not great. Rebel-controlled has all the caveats you might imply. The rebels are the bad guy in this game, and I imagine jumping into their sector will complicate my life significantly. Zoltans, however, are very xenophobic, and probably will not like me being around, even though they are categorized as being civilian. So this is going to be exciting either way. It just depends on what kind of exciting it's going to be. And yes, once we make the jump, this stream will end. So if you care at all for the next stream, here's your chance to vote. And I will pause for a moment or two and keep rambling and check up on my chat stuff. So no, voice test. Terraport torpedoes are actually a thing in the Schlock mercenary universe. They're a terrifying weapon, and Schlock mercenary universe is a whole complicated thing by itself, and someone just, wow. All right, someone voted strongly for Zoltan. Anyone else want to vote against Zoltan, or is it Zoltan and here we go? Yeah, Zoltan shields are an absolute nightmare. They have these weirdly regenerative shields that regenerate before the layer goes away or something. It's a pain in the butt to go through, and we are remarkably low on missiles. But apparently Zaragosta, and I'm probably going to mispronounce that, has decided that we're going to go to Zoltan. Xenophobes are fun. All right, well, here we go, off to the Zoltan-controlled sector, because why not? And like I mentioned previously, we will be ending this as soon as we change sectors. So I appreciate y'all's time, I appreciate y'all's interest, and it seems like this thing has been kind of an awesome thing for y'all to engage with, so we'll be doing this again, and I'll try to schedule it better in the future. All right, you arrive in Zoltan space. From what you have heard, they anticipated the coming war and made preparations to hold their borders. And here we are at the very, very end. All right, guys, this has been fun. We'll do it again. I appreciate y'all's engagement. I honestly and seriously enjoyed how much you were interested in this. And we'll do this again, and we'll try to schedule it better in the future. So y'all have a good day, evening, night, whatever you have going on, and we'll talk to you later.